On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Dinosaur.
A large extinct reptile, often with an armored back, long neck, tail, and bony plates on the skin.
Examples:
Hulking dinosaur. Dinosaur fossil. The discovery of a new dinosaur species made headlines in the scientific community.
Extinct.
No longer in existence.
Examples:
Extinct by human activity. Long extinct volcano. Many species have become extinct due to habitat destruction and other human activities.
Mystery.
Something difficult to understand or explain, a secret or enigmatic quality that adds to the fascination or interest of something. A genre of fiction that involves the solution of a crime or a puzzle.
Examples:
Mystery novel. Unsolved mystery. The mystery surrounding the disappearance of the traveler has yet to be solved by authorities.
Evolutionary.
Relating to or denoting how living things develop or change from earlier forms.
Examples:
Ecology and evolutionary biology. The evolutionary process. Evolutionary algorithms can find ways to optimize that humans do not anticipate.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Dominance.
The state or quality of being the most powerful or influential person or group.
Examples:
Dominance of traits. Dominance relationship. The company has maintained its dominance in the market for several years.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Ridiculous.
Very silly or unreasonable and deserving to be laughed at.
Examples:
A ridiculous amount of money. A ridiculous suggestion. Everyone regarded the theory he advocated as ridiculous, but was later proven correct.
Spike.
A narrow, thin, pointed piece of metal, wood, etc., a sudden large increase in the magnitude or concentration of something.
Examples:
To spike. To prevent blood sugar spikes. The recent spike in grain prices is partly due to the war in the producing countries.
Internal.
Of or relating to the inside of something.
Examples:
Internal organs. The internal economy. The Prime Minister cancelled visits to other countries to resolve internal disputes.
Anatomy.
The scientific study that deals with the physical structure of humans, animals, or plants.
Examples.
Animal anatomy. Anatomy of a country's collapse. The professor explained the anatomy of the nervous system.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples.
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Lung.
Either of the two organs in the chest that people and some animals use for breathing.
Examples.
Lung capacity. Do lung transplantation. He has terminal lung cancer.
Paleontology.
The study of fossils and the history of life on Earth.
Examples.
Vertebrate paleontology. Paleontology museum. My interest in paleontology research began when I visited a natural history museum and saw a display of fossils from the Jurassic period.
Comparative.
Relating to the comparison of different things or groups, denoting a degree of difference or comparison between two or more things, characterized by comparison or contrast.
Examples.
Comparative viewpoint. Comparative analysis. The comparative study of different cultures is fascinating and informative.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples.
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples.
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Harsh.
Severe and unkind, extremely tough and unpleasant to inhabit.
Examples.
Harsh climate. Use of harsh chemicals. The Prime Minister faced harsh criticism.
Landscape.
An expanse of scenery that can be seen in a single view, a large area of land, especially in the country and relating to its appearance.
Examples.
A peaceful landscape. Landscape painting. Recent electoral shocks have shaken the political landscape in Europe.
Fern.
A non-flowering plant with long, feathery fronds that reproduce by spores rather than seeds.
Examples.
Fern leaves. Tropical ferns. The garden was filled with various plants, including a beautiful maidenhair fern.
Lizard.
A reptile that has a relatively long body, 2 pairs of legs, and a tapering tail.
Examples:
Giant lizard. Lizard leather. The lizard's tail regenerates if severed.
Mammal.
Any animal of which the female gives birth to live young, not eggs, and feeds her young on milk from her own body.
Examples:
A primitive mammal. A sort of mammal. Marine mammal populations are declining worldwide due to ocean pollution.
Insect.
Any small creature that has 6 legs and a body divided into 3 sections.
Examples:
Insect antenna. Insect biology. These insects are more prevalent above a certain latitude.
Carnivorous.
Feeding on the flesh of other animals.
Examples:
Carnivorous cell. Aquatic carnivorous mammal. The carnivorous dinosaur preyed on other animals.
Herbivorous.
Describing animals that primarily eat plants, feeding primarily on vegetables.
Examples:
Herbivorous diet. Herbivorous animals. Koalas are herbivorous marsupials that mainly feed on eucalyptus leaves.
Reptile.
A cold-blooded animal that has dry, scaly skin and lays eggs on land, such as snakes, lizards, and turtles.
Examples:
Reptile exhibition. Fossil reptile. Alligators are a type of reptile that live in swamps and rivers.
Compete.
To strive to achieve more success than someone or something.
Examples:
Compete against a friend. Compete fiercely. You must compete with others to obtain this position.
Oxygen.
The chemical element with the symbol O that is present in air and water and is necessary for people, animals, and plants to live.
Examples:
The hydrogen binds the oxygen. Lack of oxygen. The passenger grabbed for the oxygen mask.
Estimate.
To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something.
Examples:
Estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion.
Crucial.
Extremely vital or necessary.
Examples:
Crucial information. A crucial issue for women. The revitalization of technology companies is crucial to the country's growth.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Thrive.
To grow vigorously, to make steady progress.
Examples:
thrive in a society. Thrive on pressure. Without investment, a business cannot thrive.
Diversify.
To make something include more different types or things, to spread out activities or investments.
Examples:
diversify my portfolio. Diversify energy sources. This inclusive environment has allowed the plant species to diversify.
Fossilized.
Transformed into a fossil equals something preserved in rock for a very long period, or preserved in the form of a fossil, antiquated or inflexible.
Examples:
obsolete fossilized ways. A fossilized grove. The dinosaur bones were so old that they had been wholly fossilized, turning to stone over millions of years.
Skeleton.
The structure of bones in a human or animal body, or a framework of bones or other material that supports a plant.
Examples:
the steel skeleton of a building. Skeleton hand. Scientists studied the ancient skeleton to learn more about the creature's anatomy.
Extant.
Still in existence, surviving or currently present.
Examples:
extant documents. Extant species. Many ancient artifacts are still extant and can be viewed in museums worldwide.
Phylogenetics.
The study of the evolutionary relationships and history of organisms based on comparisons of their genetic sequences and other biological characteristics.
Examples:
biogeographical phylogenetics. Phylogenetics tree. Her research focuses on molecular phylogenetics, which uses gene sequences to study evolutionary relationships.
Bracket.
Projecting support or fixture used to attach or bear weight, a small shelf or ledge, a punctuation mark, used to enclose words, numbers, or symbols.
Examples:
bracket placement. Tax bracket. I need to hang these shelves with the help of some sturdy brackets.
Fancy.
To want to do or have something, noun, something that many people believe but that is false, or that does not exist, imagination or fantasy.
Examples:
fancy a cup of coffee. A flight of fancy. I don't fancy acting in such an important role.
Specifically.
Only associated with or meant for one thing.
Examples:
designed specifically for men. For specifically American customers. This ad campaign is aimed specifically at young women.
Descendant.
Children or offspring of a specific person, plant, or animal.
Examples:
Descendant of a pioneer. Third-generation descendant. Those warriors' descendants are still skilled archers.
Crocodile.
A large, carnivorous reptile with powerful jaws and a long, scaly body, native to tropical regions and often found in rivers and freshwater habitats.
Examples:
Crocodile hide. Saltwater crocodile. The crocodile attack left the villagers in a state of shock and fear.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Cousin.
The child of your aunt or uncle.
Examples:
Cross-cousin marriage. Cousin's family. I used to play with my younger male cousins when I was a little girl.
Anatomical.
Of or relating to the structure of the body and its parts.
Examples:
Anatomical structure. Anatomical elements. The anatomical model of the human body was used to teach medical students.
Fossil.
Any preserved remains, impression, or trace of any once living thing that has become hard and turned into rock.
Examples:
Burning of fossil fuels. A fossil leaf. It was the fossil of a dinosaur tooth.
Reconstruct.
To build or form something again that has been damaged or destroyed.
Examples:
Reconstruct an image. Reconstruct the original text. They've decided to reconstruct a ruined castle.
Specific.
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
Specific instructions. Industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Instance.
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Resemble.
To look like or be similar to someone or something.
Examples:
Resemble each other. Resemble her mother. The brothers resemble each other in the hobby.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Blueprint.
A photographic print of an early plan for a building or machine.
Examples:
Blueprint for economic reform. Architect's blueprint. A business plan is a blueprint for your success.
Mammalian.
Of or relating to mammals, a class of warm-blooded vertebrate animals that typically nurse their young and have hair or fur on their skin, characterized by mammalian qualities, such as nurturing and protective behavior.
Examples:
Mammalian embryo. Mammalian evolution. Mammalian milk is known to be rich in protein and essential vitamins.
Reintroduce.
To bring back something that has been previously abolished or discontinued.
Examples:
Reintroduce species. Reintroduce capital punishment. The government is planning to reintroduce wolves to the national park to restore the balance of the ecosystem.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft. To make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Cavity.
An empty space or hollowness within a solid object, especially within the body, such as a tooth or bone, a hole or depression in a surface or the ground.
Examples:
Tooth cavity. Cavity filling. I have a cavity in one of my molars and must schedule a dentist appointment.
Visualize.
To form a mental image or concept of something, to make something visible.
Examples:
Visualize data. Visualize flying through space. She tried to visualize the layout of the new house in her mind.
Rib cage.
The bony structure in the chest that protects the heart and lungs, composed of 12 pairs of curved bones called ribs that are joined to the spine in the back and the breastbone, sternum, in the front.
Examples:
Ribcage pain. Ribcage injury. After the accident, the doctors found multiple fractures in his rib cage and advised him complete rest.
Spinal.
Of or relating to the spine, equals the long bone in the body's back.
Examples:
Spinal injury. Brain and spinal cord. The surgeon carefully confirmed how to remove the tumor to avoid damaging the spinal nerves.
Vertebra.
A bone in the spine, or the spinal column forming the supporting structure of the spine and protecting the spinal cord.
Examples:
cervical vertebra, vertebra injury. He uses a vertebra traction machine for his treatment.
Column:
one of the vertical blocks that split content on a page or screen from top to bottom, an upright pillar that often supports an arch, entablature, or other structure or stands alone as a monument.
Examples:
the spinal column, a column of water. The newspaper devoted several columns to the affair.
Horizontal:
parallel to the ground or in a baseline, being at the same level as all members of a group.
Examples:
horizontal lines, horizontal stripes. Airplanes need horizontal tails to improve stability.
Imaginary:
existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
imaginary number, imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Thorax:
the part of an insect's body that bears the wings and legs, located between the head and the abdomen.
Examples:
thorax segment, thorax anatomy. The insect's thorax is the middle section where the wings and legs attach.
Ceiling:
a room's top interior surface.
Examples:
ceiling board, ceiling light. There was a crack in the ceiling that I found.
Rib:
each of a series of curved bones that are connected to the spine and surround the chest. Adjective, subject to laughter or ridicule.
Examples:
break a rib, rib cage. The accident caused a cracked rib.
Interface:
computer science, a program that controls a display for the user and that allows the user to interact with the system. Chemistry, a surface forming a common boundary between two things.
Examples:
interface between gas and liquid. The user interface. Detergent weakens the surface tension at the interface of two liquids.
Giant:
extremely big, much bigger or more important than similar items usually are.
Examples:
giant trees, giant tech company. The giant jets that gradually dominate the world's airlines.
Inflate:
to fill something with air or gas so that it becomes bigger and rounder.
Examples:
inflate a tire, inflate expense reports. She inflated the balloons for the party.
Expand:
to increase or to make something greater in size, number, or importance.
Examples:
Expand a lineup. Expand agricultural output. They hope to expand their business worldwide.
Inhale.
To breathe in air or a different substance, such as smoke.
Examples:
Inhale the smoke. Inhale the aroma. He inhaled deeply, trying to calm down.
Contract.
A legally binding agreement between two or more parties, setting out their rights and obligations to each other, typically in writing and enforceable by law.
Examples:
Employment contract. Contract law. The company signed a contract with a supplier for the delivery of goods.
Exhale.
To breathe out air or vapor from the lungs or mouth, to release or emit something slowly or gently.
Examples:
Exhale a big sigh. Exhale cigarette smoke. He took a deep breath and slowly began to exhale.
Branch.
A division of a tree or woody shrub that grows out from the trunk or a main stem, a division of some larger or more complex organization.
Examples:
Branch office. A branch pipe. The branch of the tree had fallen and blocked the road.
Tube.
A cylindrical container of metal, plastic, glass, etc., usually sealed and used as a means of preserving food or chemicals, a hollow cylindrical shape.
Examples:
A capillary tube. A glass tube. The tube train was packed with commuters during rush hour.
Bronchus.
In the plural, bronchi, either of the two main branches of the trachea that lead to the lungs and distribute air to the bronchioles and alveoli.
Examples:
Left bronchus. Bronchus wall. Smoking damages the bronchus and increases the risk of lung cancer.
Ultimate.
Furthest or highest in degree or order.
Examples:
The ultimate goal in life. The ultimate luxury. Management must take ultimate responsibility for the accident.
Alveolus.
In the plural, alveoli, a small, hollow cavity, pit, or socket, the small sacs in the lungs, where gas exchange with the blood occurs.
Examples:
Tooth alveolus. Alveolus function. Damage to the walls of an alveolus can lead to reduced lung function.
Membrane.
A soft, thin layer that forms animal or vegetable tissue.
Examples:
Cell membranes. Nuclear membrane. Loud noises might harm the fragile ear membrane.
Bloodstream.
The blood flowing through the body.
Examples:
Bloodstream in an artery. bloodstream to the brain. Cancer cells are often carried throughout the body by the bloodstream.
Diffusion.
A spreading motion in multiple directions.
Examples:
The diffusion of knowledge. Diffusion of lightning. Due to the diffusion of television and video, cinema theaters had a small audience.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Respiratory.
Relating to the organs and processes involved in breathing, such as the lungs and the act of inhaling and exhaling air.
Examples:
Respiratory failure. Alleviate respiratory ailments. Chronic respiratory disorders, such as asthma, can significantly impact a person's quality of life.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Barrier.
A fence or other obstruction that makes it hard to move or get in, any condition that makes it difficult to make progress or to achieve an objective.
Examples:
Cost barrier. Information barrier. The police placed a barrier across the street to halt traffic.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Immobilize.
To render someone or something unable to move or function normally. To restrain, inhibit, or stop.
Examples:
Immobilize the city. Immobilize our opponent. The paramedics had to immobilize the accident victim to prevent further injury during transport to the hospital.
Dense.
Containing a large number of people or something with little space between them.
Examples:
Nutrient-dense foods. Dense forests. The entire mountain is covered in dense rainforest.
Sponge.
A soft material with many microscopic pores that can absorb a large amount of liquid and is used for washing and cleaning.
Examples:
Sea sponge. Metallic sponge. The tiny marine sponge has existed for more than 500 million years.
Inflexible.
Not able to be changed or adapted, rigid or unyielding.
Examples:
Inflexible rule. Take an inflexible stance. His inflexible schedule did not allow for any changes.
Directional.
Relating to or indicating orientation, having a certain course, related to the management or control of an organization in a particular direction.
Examples:
Directional antenna. Directional sound. The airplane's new directional radar system allowed for safer and more efficient travel.
Ventilate.
To supply fresh air to a room, building, etc., to remove stale air from it.
Examples:
Ventilate my opinion. Ventilate air. It's important to ventilate the room to avoid the buildup of harmful gases.
Flexible.
Able to change or be changed to suit new conditions or situations, able to bend easily.
Examples:
Flexible schedules. A flexible wire. You can be more flexible and creative in your approach.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Sack.
A bag or pouch, typically made of fabric or leather, used to hold something valuable or important, a structure resembling a bag in an animal or plant.
Examples:
Sack contents. Abdominal sac. I placed my valuables in the sack before heading out on my hike.
Setup.
The arrangement or organization of something, often with a specific purpose or intention, a scheme or plan that is intended to deceive or trick someone.
Examples:
Office setup. Network setup. The setup for the conference was impressive and professional.
Extension.
A thing that is added to something to make it longer, larger, or wider. An educational opportunity provided by colleges and universities to people who are not enrolled as regular students. An additional telephone set that is connected to the same telephone line.
Examples:
Time extension. Telephone extension. They are building an extension to the house to add more bedrooms.
Invade.
To enter aggressively into another's territory by military force for conquest and occupation.
Examples:
Invade other tissues. Invade his privacy. I have no intention to invade your privacy.
Skeletal.
Of, relating to, or forming a skeleton, equals frame of bones, very thin or emaciated.
Examples:
skeletal system, skeletal muscles. The older man was skinny and skeletal and not in good health.
Tissue.
An ensemble of similar cells of the animal or plant that together carry out a specific function.
Examples:
a facial tissue, loss of muscle tissue. The researcher separated the nervous tissue for microscopic examinations.
Pneumatic.
Relating to or using air or gas under pressure, particularly in machinery or devices, operated by compressed air or gas.
Examples:
pneumatic tire, pneumatic cylinder. The mechanic used a pneumatic drill to repair the engine.
Clue.
An object, a piece of evidence, or some information that helps someone to find the answer to a problem, question, or mystery.
Examples:
a clue about the crime, a clue to the diagnosis. The police couldn't find a clue to her whereabouts.
Hunt.
To go after and try to catch wild animals to kill them for food, sport, or profit.
Examples:
hunt a job, hunt after knowledge. Hounds hunt their prey by using their keen scent.
Trait.
A particular feature of your nature.
Examples:
chemical trait, personality traits. Multiple genes may influence behavioral traits concurrently.
Indicate.
To show, point out, or make known something, often through a sign or a symbol, to suggest or imply something without stating it directly.
Examples:
indicate a preference, indicate an error. The data indicates that the company's profits have steadily increased over the past quarter.
Anchor.
A device, typically made of metal, that is used to moor a ship or boat in a particular place, typically by being dropped to the seabed, a central cohesive source of support and stability.
Examples:
anchor bolt, anchor weight. The ship dropped anchor in the bay.
Facilitate.
To make something easier or more likely to happen.
Examples:
facilitate a smooth transition, facilitate the process. The company implemented a new software system to facilitate employee communication and collaboration.
Evolution.
A gradual process of transformation of living things.
Examples:
human evolution, evolution theory. They study the evolution of the universe.
Diffuse.
Spread out widely, not concentrated in one place.
Examples:
diffuse bleeding, diffuse cloud. Direct lighting is preferable to diffuse lighting when reading.
Immobility.
The state of being unable to move, the quality of being unable to be moved or changed easily.
Examples:
Emotional immobility. The immobility of a rock. The airplane crash resulted in the immobility of several passengers due to their injuries.
Permit.
To allow for something to happen or be done. Noun, the act of giving a formal, usually written, authorization.
Examples:
Permit application. Work permit. The teacher will not permit any students to leave the classroom early.
Rupture.
A break or tear in something, especially a bodily tissue or a physical object.
Examples:
A rupture between friends. The rupture of a blood vessel. A fault line rupture can cause significant damage and destruction to surrounding areas.
Enhance.
To increase or improve the quality, amount, or strength of someone or something.
Examples:
Enhance value. Enhance the flavor of the vanilla. The new strategy will enhance the profitability of our company.
Respiration.
The process of inhaling and exhaling air to exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide with the environment, the total of the physiological processes by which living organisms metabolize oxygen and release carbon dioxide.
Examples:
Respiration rate. Artificial respiration. The doctor carefully monitored the patient's respiration during the surgery.
Equip.
To provide a person or a place with the things that are needed for a particular purpose or activity.
Examples:
Equip an army. Equip our children with some special skills. The construction company equipped the building with an earthquake-resistant device.
Sauropod.
A large, long-necked dinosaur that was dominant during the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods, characterized by its massive sizes and quadrupedal stances, such as Brachiosaurus, Apatosaurus, and Diplodocus.
Examples:
Herbivorous sauropod. Sauropod fossils. The long necks of sauropods allowed them to reach high vegetation.
Theropod.
A type of carnivorous dinosaur that existed during the Mesozoic era and is characterized by having three-toed limbs, a stiff tail, and sharp teeth, such as the Tyrannosaurus and Velociraptor.
Examples:
Theropod fossils. Theropod teeth. The theropod dinosaur was one of the fiercest predators of the prehistoric era.
Predatory.
Living by eating other animals, especially by catching prey that is still alive.
Examples:
A predatory bird. Predatory warfare. The domesticated cat still has its predatory instincts.
Hollow.
Having a hole, empty space inside, or indentation on the surface.
Examples:
Have hollow legs. Hollow sound. The tree had a hollow trunk, which made it easy for animals to take shelter inside.
Rigid.
Extremely strict and difficult to change or adapt, incapable of or resistant to bending.
Examples:
Rigid rules. Rigid structure. He was unpopular because of his rigid adherence to the rules.
Framework.
The structural components of a building or object that support its weight and give it form, the underlying structure of a system, concept, or text.
Examples:
Legal framework. The framework of a house. He devised a new analytical framework to capture the phenomenon.
Delicate.
Very fine, subtle, and pleasing, easily broken or damaged or destroyed.
Examples:
Delicate attention. A delicate flavor. The fresh green trees cast a delicate web of shadows over the lawn.
Straitjacket.
A garment or device designed to restrain a person's arms and body, typically used in psychiatric or medical settings to prevent a patient from harming themselves or others.
Examples:
Mental straitjacket. Straitjacket therapy. The patient was put in a straitjacket to prevent self-harm.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Hypoxic.
Relating to or characterized by a deficiency of oxygen, particularly in the body's tissues or organs.
Examples:
Hypoxic environment. Hypoxic injury. The high altitude caused a hypoxic condition, making it difficult to breathe.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the Earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Adaptive.
Capable of adjusting to new situations or changing conditions.
Examples:
The adaptive coloring. Adaptive technology. The adaptive learning system adjusts the difficulty level of the lessons based on the student's performance.
Advantage.
A condition or circumstance that puts one in a favorable or superior position, a beneficial feature or asset that someone or something has.
Examples:
Score an advantage. Take advantage of his weak points. One of the main advantages of the new product is its increased efficiency.
Adapt.
To make fit forward change to suit a new purpose or environment.
Examples:
Adapt fully to the environment. Adapt as needed. I advised him to adapt to his new surroundings.
Launchpad.
A platform or structure designed to support and launch a rocket or other spacecraft into space.
Examples:
Rocket launch pad. Entrepreneurial launch pad. The space program has invested heavily in the construction of a new launch pad.
Hypothesis.
A proposed idea or explanation that is based on a few known facts but has not yet been proven to be true or accurate.
Examples:
Test my hypothesis. A bold hypothesis. This evidence supports the Big Bang hypothesis.
Diversification.
The act of expanding a business or portfolio by adding new products, services, or investments to reduce risk and increase profitability.
Examples:
Business diversification. Diversification of products. The company's diversification strategy helped them weather the economic downturn.